How's it going? My name is Mike, and today we're going to be barbecuing tri-tip roast. Today's roast is a 5-pound roast, and I'll be doing a very simple olive oil, black pepper, salt, garlic salt, and rosemary dry rub. So let's get started. Step one is to cover the meat in some olive oil, and the reason for this is it allows the dry rub to stick better to the meat. Now that I've got the rub on, I'm gonna let the meat set for a little while. I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator and allow the barbecue to get up to temperature. Today's barbecue is gonna be done on a home-built side firebox smoker. I'll be using applewood, and I'm gonna try to keep the temperature around the 300-degree mark. If you've never cooked with wood, temperature control is probably the hardest thing to deal with. And especially when your conditions aren't right, if you have wind that's blowing, if the outside temperature is cold, all those things really hamper the ability to create heat. And I'm dealing with both of those situations today. I got a pretty good wind, and it's about 37 degrees or so outside. Cook time on this, I figure, is gonna be right around 4, maybe 5 hours. And that's about on par with the size of meat. You look around, right around like 1 hour for every pound of meat, give or take about a half an hour for each pound. So it can vary depending just on how well you manage your heat. Fire's been going for about an hour now, so I'm starting it out about 300, close to 350. A little hotter than I want it to, but that's good. Alright, about a couple hours into this cook here, and I'm going to keep the meat moist, so I've got some spritz here that I'm going to be putting over it just to kind of keep it moist. Why don't you be with me? Why don't you be with me? Why don't you be with me? Just like that. Just gonna check on things. Not always a good idea to be opening up the cooking area, because the more you look at it, the less the thing cooks. I added some wood just a few minutes ago, and the temperature's getting pretty hot, so I need to kind of let it vent out just a little bit. Now, one of the things that I do to try to keep the meat as moist as possible is I have a water tray that I put down in the lower portion of the cooking area, so you can get a reflection. There it is. See the reflection? That's where my water tray is. Probably got about another hour left on this guy, and we'll give her a check. Time-wise, we're just about there. We've been going for about 3 hours or so. My cook temps have been a little hotter than I've been wanting, and I'm really surprised, because with as much wind as I had, I was expecting this to not go well. We're checking the internal temp. We're looking for a temperature of like 145, which is like medium rare. I mean, it's looking really, really good. Why don't you be with me? So it looks like we're sitting about 150, 155-ish, which is, you know, medium rare in that general area. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this guy off, let it rest for a little while, let it absorb some of its juices, and it'll finish cooking. Well, I appreciate everybody watching. Right now I've got that tri-tip just sitting here resting. Let's take a look at the smoke ring and see just how well it's barbecued. Why don't you? That's where it's at. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and I'll do some more how-tos on barbecue. Sound good? Have an awesome day, and keep barbecuing.
Why don't you be with me? Why don't you be with me? Why don't you be with me?
So we're having a check. We're gonna check. Since we're having a check, we're gonna check. Since we're sitting here, we're going to have a check